Universal Asylum again. Look, I finally got my flags. They finally arrived. I guess for the special launch. I guess, I don't know, before I get into that, I'd like to introduce everyone to Psychotria. Now Psychotria, I don't know whether Psychotria is like the Universal Asylum mascot or what. You know, I've had her for, it must be 3.5 years now. Like when I got her, she was about as thick as my pinky and about, I think she was under 30 centimetres. She's certainly growing up fast. Yeah, I guess she's named after these very special plants that offer so much to the world. Beautiful temperament. Anyway, back to the flags. I need to keep an eye on her while we have a bit of a chat. Now, what do these flags represent? What am I planning for my big launch? Well, I'm fucking really scared. You know, basically, for those who have... Basically, I'm accusing the Australian government of being a criminal organisation. Not only the Australian government, but the Australian and world governments of being criminal organisations that are, and I'm raising numerous counts of aggravated criminal negligence for a broad range of offences. What am I planning? From a broad range of offences, from, things like the war on drugs, the fact that this country, there's so much I don't respect about this fucking country, or about what this flag represents. Now, what am I... Aggravated criminal negligence, the war on drugs, the fact their failure to protect children throughout their most vulnerable stages of development from the psychological abuse of outdated patriarchal institutions such as religion, the failure to make appropriate economic and legal adjustments surrounding the institution. They even call it what it is, the institution of marriage and relationships. Then what do we do? What do these criminals do? They bash men. They blame men for domestic violence when the Australian government forces people into relationships by basically making them choose between a relationship and poverty. The Australian government this is known, this is well documented, issues relating to domestic violence, yet the Australian government has made no fucking moves to adjust the economic structure so that people can support themselves individually. Not just support themselves, support a healthy fucking lifestyle. The other fact that the Australian government thinks people are just a unit of economics where we just work them to fucking death so everyone is completely stressed out and at the end of their fucking tether. Then we blame them. When they jail men, because not always, I have come across plenty of dangerous men in my times. Also come across my share of dangerous fucking women as well, who are can be very good at playing the fucking victim. They play the victim, so how many men are in jail because a woman played the fucking victim and lied and used a man as a fucking weapon against another man? Countless. The point is, forget which point I was up to. You know, by blaming men. It costs $180,000 a fucking year to keep someone in jail. But instead of fucking changing not only the economic and the fucking legal, I've just been watching someone go through a fucking divorce. You know, it shouldn't be that fucking hard. They don't want to fucking be together. They haven't been together for nearly a fucking year. Yet our dumb cunt government make it so fucking hard. Like, these institutions are outdated. They don't belong in contemporary society. They need to be abolished. Along with the value systems that have been passed down generations, those cultural value systems, which make fucking people believe that just because they spread their legs, that they own someone. Just because, you know, a woman, or the opposite way around, that makes men think if a woman fucking sucks his cock, that he owns her. And that gives him the right to hurt her if he can't control her. And fucking women do it just as much as men. Oh, but statistics say... How about we look at the statistics of how many men are social workers compared to how many women? You know? Do you acknowledge the fucking bias in the people collecting the fucking data? No, we can't. How come us feminists aren't arguing for equal fucking women in jail? No, we only cherry pick the good bits, don't we? We only want equality with the good bits. That's how feminism works, isn't it? It's not. The real feminism that I studied didn't work like that. The real feminism actually pulled apart these fucking patriarchal systems that come from the top of these shit fucking hierarchies. That are institutionalised by institutions such as the church, by our legal fucking system, by fucking culture. Sick, toxic fucking culture. Shit fucking toxic, racist cunts, right? Now, I'll tell you what I'm fucking planning. Yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to do what these fucking racist cunts... Now basically what did these racist fucking criminals do? They come and stuck a fucking flag in the ground. And they deem the Aboriginals as basically animals. But what? Terra nullius or nullius or however the fuck you say it. No man's land, which actually fits with Indigenous culture. It isn't any man's land. Fits with Universal Asylums fucking approach of fucking a world trust. You know, which basically takes back the ownership of fucking everything and finds a way of fucking giving that back to the people. You know? But yeah. They do. Oh, social Darwinism. What are these fucking primitive people doing who didn't fucking destroy the land that these criminals had destroyed in fucking 200 years? You know? Now, yeah, Universal Asylums not only deeming fucking these governments as criminal fucking organisations, under the fucking outdated fucking primitive fucking leadership fucking structures, our world and the human species is liable to social Darwinism. We are dying, we are killing the fucking planet, right? So Universal fucking Asylum is basically putting a fucking flag in the ground and going, you can't fucking run by fucking idiots. Dicks, you're gonna fucking die. Everyone's going to die. If we keep following the same old systems that led to the collapse of the fucking Roman Empire, we all fucked. All of us. Simple. However, the racism of these cunts. You know, last year, I got detained under the Mental Health Act because I asked to speak to the fucking Prime Minister privately about a prospective fucking treatment for COVID-19. You know, I've been trying to figure out how to actually get this legitimised. I was already aware that these DMT and other forbidden fruit, forbidden by these racist cunts, right? Another count of fucking aggravated criminal negligence. These cunts who want to fucking stand up, or what? No, suck the cocks of their rich pharmaceutical industry mates in the suppression of fucking medical fucking science that offers a perspective treatment for fucking, or preventative for cancer, tumour cells, antiviral actions, basically increases, like I've said, the power and efficiency of the central nervous system by 10 fucking fold. It is a nutrient, it is not a drug, it is not patentable, so it has been suppressed, but this does. This has the potential to rule 90, well, I don't know about 90%, but certainly 90% of Big Pharma's psychiatric drugs obsolete, but a lot more of their fucking drugs obsolete as well. This offers a fucking viable treatment for everything, but it can't be patented. You know? This needs, I am demanding the Australian government sign over all rights and authorities to DMT and a broad range of other forbidden fruit yet to be fucking formally listed. To the care and protection of Universal Asylums so they can be studied in an efficient and ethical manner. For the huge holistic value that they offer our species and the best ways in which they can be reintegrated into contemporary society. As the fucking forbidden fruit, this is the biggest fucking conspiracy trying to suppress this. Oh, Mark's tripping. He took. So you get a doctor who has no experience, who read a book from someone else who has no experience, to use a stigmatised term to fucking what? Discredit someone who has years of experience because she's a racist cunt. She's not only dumb cunts. The government are not only dumb cunts, they are racist cunts. And you know, they have brainwashed massive amounts of the population by stigmatising drugs, reefer madness, all of these old terms that they used when there was no scientific evidence to ban substances that we know would, you know, policies surrounding these substances, you know, back to the Nixon government, etc., were all founded upon racism as a way of controlling and subordinating, basically justifying institutionally sanctioned violence against blacks, Hispanics, and fucking hippie populations. In Australia, it was the Chinese and the fucking Aboriginal people that these cunts were fucking enacting racist policies against. You know, aggravated criminal fucking negligence. This is well documented fucking stuff. Yet the government continues to refuse to make policies within the interest. It's funny, if you compare it to, say, making a fucking bridge, build a bridge, build a bridge and get over it, right? We trust professionals. I don't know nothing about building a bridge. I don't know a fucking thing about the physics of building a fucking bridge to go over a fucking, and I guarantee the majority of the population have no idea about building a fucking bridge. Yet we trust the experts to build a fucking bridge across the fucking river, and we drive across it. We've all driven across many bridges, I'm sure. We trust science with that. However, when it comes to things like drug policy, when it comes to even things like our fucking energy systems, no, we can't trust science to basically, with these massive, huge decisions, bigger decisions than just a little bridge, big decisions that affect us all. You know, no, we can't. We have to get dumb cunt politicians. Most of whom, I'm more qualified than most of you fucking politicians when it comes to fucking, you know, I guess a bird's eye perspective of the human fucking race. Oh, Mark's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. Mark hangs around with Indigenous people. Yeah, maybe black magic, you know, yeah. It's not that, you know, yeah. I fucking, you know, how racist it is to say that the fucking, what do you call them, Amazonian tribes, oh, they're just tripping, they're tripping, they're recreational. every indigenous culture used drugs recreationally. How fucking fucked in the head are you fucking racist cunts? You're fucking idiots. That's what you fucking are. We are run by fucking idiots. So yeah, what am I going to do? Now, like I said, last year, I fucking tried everything to get through to these fuckwits. You know, what did I do? Yeah, I fucking painted viable COVID-19 treatment on top of a fucking RV-sized van, and I parked it across the road from the fucking, in Victoria Square, Adelaide, across the road from the fucking post office of the capital city. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, I chucked a rope over the fucking thing and I put a noose around my neck, and I refused to get down until I spoke to the fucking Prime Minister about a viable fucking treatment. I've got hardcore peer-reviewed fucking medical science, you know, regarding a fucking holistic, or a substance that provides powerful holistic fucking autoimmune fucking responses, like powerful as in 10 fucking fold, you know, that has been proven safe in humans, that has been used for thousands of fucking years by almost every fucking indigenous culture and ancient civilization, or in at least some variation or similar form. You know, that has modern fucking medical science stating, fuck, its therapeutic value in humans against the E. coli virus and the influenza virus, stating that, yeah, massive holistic roles in autoimmune function in a generalist fucking sense. I haven't seen it written generalist, but when you look at all the different fucking scientific articles on my fucking, on the Universal Asylum fucking website, that's what it is. You know, when you've got a fucking, what, a sickness like, or a virus like COVID, you look at all the fucking problems that it causes people, and they talk about the survivors have all these fucking massive organ damage across multiple organs. When you've got a fucking substance that facilitates basically the power and, or 10 times the power and efficiency of autoimmune functions, and enables them to, I guess, harmonises the functions of various systems in a general sense, so that the organs aren't fucking each other up whilst, you know, choking up, trying to fight a fucking virus, you know. And what? So yeah, I did. I put a fucking noose around my neck and I asked to speak. And you know what? I was stupid. I got down. After 2 hours, when I saw there was enough media out front, you know, I thought maybe that would spark some interest. Instead, I get thrown in a mental institute where their doctors spent 5 minutes asking me about, oh, what's your treatment? Tell us about your treatment. And then I refused. You know, even back then, you know, I've refined my, I guess, yeah, I've refined my ideas, but back when I was trying to get these substances, you know, it looked like, you know, given the nature of the world crisis, you know, a world fucking disaster, you know, perhaps our government might be able to make an exception for the fact that they are suppressing this fucking medical science for the sake of their fucking pharmaceutical fucking industry. Now that's not a free market fucking economy. You know, in a free market economy, we go, oh, this is a good idea. This needs to be explored thoroughly, efficiently. Too bad. In a free market economy, you know what happens? Things become obsolete. Things like the pharmaceutical industry. Things like coal and oil, they become obsolete. When more fucking safe and efficient and viable fucking options come up, things become obsolete. That's how capitalism works. We're not running capitalism. We have fucking governments who prop up their rich fucking mates. You know, you look at all this, now I haven't been following a lot of it. I've seen a little bit of Russell Brand stuff. The world's economic fucking, or what do they call it? basically the discussions about these superpower tech giants and stuff like that, Google, Facebook, you know, oh, but we want to keep power. No. You know what Universal Asylums says? Universal Asylums says, this is the most valuable fucking research source on the fucking planet. This needs to be handed over. This needs to be signed over with the fucking intention of building a world trust. Not one person should own this. You know? You know what else Universal Asylum says? Facebook, too fucking dangerous for one person to fucking own, should be a public fucking asset. Same with Google, same with all of these power companies, all of your fucking, what do you call them, fossil fuel industries, all need to be, no, fuck privatisation, these all need to be public assets. So then, under the one system that is in a position to undertake thorough, unbiased fucking research in working out what is, I guess, the most viable options for serving the best interests of all members of our species. You know, it's fucking simple. And then pumping all that fucking generated much more efficient system than fucking a bunch of dumb cunts lying and fucking voting, a criminal organisation based, you know, run by people who just want to maintain power and control, you know. And 9 times out of 10, not in the best interests of the countries below. So yeah, what have I got? I've got some flags. My plan is to put the Universal Asylum flag below the fucking, stake it in Victoria Square out the front of the tram line, basically in the middle beneath the Australian and Indigenous flags, just like the Australian criminal government did to the Aboriginal people years ago. Got a fucking portable horn. Ooh, that is loud. To get the attention of the public. You know? I got this, so I can tell people to put their live feeds on to get a message through to these fucking dicks. You know, when I was trying to get this after, you know, I pulled my silly stunt in the city on the van and got thrown in the mental institute. I wrote to the Prime Minister's office, I wrote to every politician, you know, that there is. I didn't get a reply from virtually everywhere. I tried applying for patents for my work. No one, even when you've got a world disaster, a global fucking disaster, threat that at the time looked like it was possibly going to take out 30% of the global population. No, can't even get a piece of paper signed. Fucking selfish cunts. You know, I can't even figure out what business structure to fucking register Universal Asylum. I've registered private, trying to apply for the permits. You know, I might not be a doctor, but I have a social work degree which qualifies me, as far as I'm concerned, is an appropriate qualification to found a holistically focused organisation that's concerned with humans in the context of their environment, which just happens to be a fucking dying planet that we call Earth. You know? I got a can of fucking cock pink fucking spray paint. Fucking nice. Fucking hardcore cock fucking pink. To paint a fucking big pink fucking cock on the Australian fucking flag. Hoping that will get the attention of the dumb cunts who run this cunt tree. Right? You know, hopefully some people will switch their live feeds on, you know. And I will have a little bit of a chat, and I will demand that the Australian fucking government and world governments sign over all rights and authorities to DMT and other fucking forbidden fruit, to universal asylum in perpetuity. And the world leaders, including world governments and all superpowers, Google, Facebook, all your fossil fuels, the lot, formally pledge their fealty to universal asylum in forming a world trust. You know, we'll make it very clear that this is a criminal fucking organisation. You know, and I guess in working towards, in forming a world trust with the intention of working towards a one world leaderless system of governance, or that applies these technologies as a fucking public fucking asset, incorporating a lot of them into facilitating the transition into a one world leaderless system of governance, where we don't have dumb cunts, dicks with fucking flags starting unnecessary fucking wars and conflict. You know, this is the only way that we can go, you know, the only way that we are able to facilitate things like world peace, cleaning up our oceans, you know, fixing the problems in third world countries, alleviating, you know, facilitating reform economically on a global level to reduce the prevalence of social issues such as domestic violence and relationship abuse, is to get everyone flying under the one flag. Failure to do so will, I guess, occasion, or potentially occasion, additional counts of aggravated criminal negligence. Now, I'm not necessarily saying to burn all the flags. I know this is a fucking hard moral. There is no legally I am allowed to burn the flag. However, morally I do have some issues with it. Even though I do not respect many things that this stands for. Many fucking people throughout time have fucking, you know, I don't like the term offence. Oh, it's offensive. Well, there's plenty of fucking cunts who are offended by the word cunt. You know, like, it's more than offensive. Where I have moral problems with burning the flag is that many people have lost their lives fighting for this flag. Many people. Many people have lost the lives of loved ones who fought for this flag. Now, on one hand, that is, you know, I do not wish to cause any pain to those people. And I guess it is a bit of a question for the philosophers. You know, whether I am, by burning that flag, is that disrespect to those who have lost their lives? Or is it in a way sticking up for those? Many of those lives lost have been under false pretenses. I'm not going to, having said that, you know, it would be naive of me to suggest that not all, you know, I may not necessarily agree with every conflict that Australia has become involved with. However, throughout history there have been wars that were inevitable, that we had to involve ourselves in, you know, and whether we necessarily went about things the right or wrong way. You know, the thing is, when you're faced with conflict on that scale, you know, many examples throughout history where we, you know, stood as one and, you know, in the best ways that we could with what we were working with under some pretty fucked circumstances and shit, you know. But, yeah, so I'm not taking this lightly. To paint a cock on this flag is out of no disrespect to those fucking who have lost their lives and the loved ones of those who lost their lives fighting for some of the freedoms that we have, that these people are taken against, because I do not. Those people who lost their lives did not do so. You know, they would probably, and many of them would be disgusted with some of the ways that are, fuck. So we can have freedom. We can live in a society where we are basically subordinated and dominated, where if you say anything to challenge the status quo, you are fucking censored. Censored, subordinated. You know, they died for a country, right? Where we repress fucking real solutions, hardcore medical science, the treatments that could save literally as many people, as many lives as we lost fighting stupid fucking wars. Now I'm not necessarily saying burn all the flags. I have to get the fucking attention of the morons running this show. You know, I don't think sweeping history under the rug is not healthy. However, you know, I think, you know, there's a lot of flags, a lot of people with a lot of pain due to fucking hundreds and thousands of years of conflict under fucking flags without questioning the authority of those fucking giving the orders. We have reached a point of technological advancements where we are able to transition towards a one world leaderless system of governance that is highly automated, that removes people from assuming dangerous positions of power that put all of us at risk. And that's what I'm fighting for in the only way that I can with what I have. You know, I have fucking tried every fucking thing. You know, I've tried so hard. Oh, sweetie. How beautiful is she? You know, I have tried everything to fucking... It's a bit silly, I don't know that I can put it down now. You know, I've tried fucking everything. Your system is fucked. I am fucking scared. I am scared that some really patriotic person is going to just see a cock on the flag, and instead of thinking critically about what I'm trying to... I'm scared I'm going to get fucking beaten to death for trying to make a change. You know, I shouldn't have to walk into a public park, stake a fucking flag, paint a cock on the Australian flag to get you fucking cunts to listen, to get a message through to the fucking dicks who run this fucking country. You know, I might get shot by fucking a trigger happy fucking cop. You know, I don't... Hey, sweetie. Bring yourself out. You know, I might get beaten to death. I might get fucking shot. You know? Then what? Fucking douse it in fucking their fire. Fucking... Set the car alight. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a fire extinguisher there. You know, so I can put it out, you know, like, I guess, you know, if I'm going to do something like this, I'm trying to help people. I don't think that I'll need a fire extinguisher, but if I'm going to, you know, I don't know how this stuff burns. If I'm going to put a bit of accelerant on it, you know, I'm in a nice open space, so if people stand back and just fucking film, you know, it's not really any different, you know, to any other performing artist lighting a fucking, juggling fucking fires, you know. just a peaceful demonstration, you know, that could have been avoided if we actually had a system that, you know, it's funny when they detained me and asked me 3 questions before going, oh, you're delusional. Now, like anyone to fucking look at, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not fucking wrong about this. This is being suppressed for the sake of propping up the pharmaceutical industry at the expense of our population's health and well-being. You know, this offers fucking invaluable fucking therapeutic value to our species. It might not solve all the problems, but take a hell of a lot of pressure off. You know, anyone with even half a fucking brain to look at the science in this folder, all of which I believe is referenced on the Universal Asylum fucking website, will agree this needs to be looked at pronto. You know, this should belong to everyone, as much as I've been advised not to. You know, Universal Asylum was never about making money, and that's part of the problem that I'm having. Mark doesn't have money. It's funny, if I had money like, what, say, Donald Trump, maybe you'd let me run what country, and then I could get up and say, oh, if you drink disinfectant, then that might solve COVID. This is absolutely insane, because I don't have money and my organisation is about, you know, I'd rather trade in military systems. You know, if I can get the whole world, you know, on the one fucking page, one world legalist system of governance, so we can decommission the world defence systems gradually. It's not something that's going to fucking happen overnight. We've got a whole fucking massive mess of fucking international fucking conflict that's going to, you know, require, you know, really probably decades to implement the things which I'm suggesting. But yeah, you know, I'd rather trading, fucking clean oceans. This has the potential to relieve all of those pressures that I'm talking about on our health systems in relation to our ageing populations. You know, generate a great deal of revenue that can go into establishing what I'm talking about in these automated one world, far more efficient and accurate, adaptive systems of governance that are, I guess, designed to facilitate stability whilst remaining adaptive to the increasing, or throughout the ever-increasing complexities of, I guess, the challenges faced by, you know, as society progresses. You know, and a lot of those funds, or that revenue raised, can go back in, and not only the revenue raised, but also the value of freeing up the resources can be pumped back into our economic systems as we restructure them, surrounding the basic, or, you know, contemporaries' understandings of the basic human needs of individual members of society, whilst freeing up human capital and resources, so we can not only take the pressures off of, or reduce the impacts that we're having on, let's say, our oceans, but can actually work together internationally in coming up with strategies to start cleaning up the damage that we've already done, you know, to this beautiful planet that we've abused our privilege to fucking, within which to reside, you know. So I don't know, I'm really scared. I'm really fucking scared. I'm really scared of what I've been fucking backed into a corner to do, but someone needs to do it. It fucking has to be done. It does. I can't see any other way. Tried everything, you know. The only way that the government are ever going to acknowledge this is if I make sure the entire fucking population look at this. And look at what I'm fucking suggesting. I've spent 13 years since I started. It was a 4-year degree, which I put my fucking heart and soul into, trying to come up with a solution, you know, to really, you know, inspired by the health crisis with our ageing population. Yeah. You know, really drawing a fucking big pink cock on this fucking flag and setting the cunt on fire. It's the only way that I can see of getting, bringing enough fucking attention to what I'm trying to put, you know. I can't even get a share on fucking Facebook. You know what? Mark wants to change the system. He must be crazy. We've all got to get a job. Mark should get a job. I'm sick. Or maybe if you put your energy into getting a job, then you can consume. You can consume, and then you can be as miserable as us. You know, rather than trying to connect us all. You know, I don't want to be like you rich cunts. I despise you. I fucking despise you. I don't want to be in control of the world. I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking scared. Fucking people in dangerous positions of power. You know? Ooh. She knows the difference between hot and cold. Anyway, I better get her before she gets her head down somewhere. Hey, sweetie. This is Psychotria. She is fucking gorgeous. She is so gentle and beautiful. I don't even know how I feel about, you know, when I bought her, I don't know how I even feel about pets. It's sort of hard, you know, like now she's been raised in captivity, you know, obviously she can't. I don't know that I'll ever buy another pet. I really don't. I'm unsure. I've sort of got this moral conflict when it comes to, I believe animals should be free and stuff. But, you know, I've often wondered after, you know, since I bought her, it's like I'm supporting an industry that I don't know that really fits with me that well morally. And, you know, she's well cared for and healthy and all that sort of stuff. Just, you know, they belong in the wild. You know, in the wild, the things living in harmony in the wild has a certain amount of chaos as well. It's sort of, you know, I think a lot of the problems that we create, you know, is in trying to interfere with. It's like the war on drugs. You know, created these perceptions of problems and people trying to control. You know, it's almost like putting bollards in the middle of a highway to stop people speeding. You create accidents, you know. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. She's fucking beautiful though. So, and she'll live a long time, so, you know, I guess I, you know, don't need to worry about that moral decision whether I buy another pet anytime soon, but, yeah. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'm fucking really scared. Fucking hell, sweetie. Fucking hell, sweetie. Oi. Oh, you fucking cunt. There you go, beautiful. You don't think you're fucking choking.